And we are live. It is Wednesday, October 7th. The time is 2:27 p.m. and the temperature is about 17 degrees Celsius. I'm here in High Park, just waiting for a few people to jump onto the stream, and then I'll get up and start moving around. That is looking north towards the Bloor Street entrance to the park. Greetings everyone. Alex, hey, Nazardine, Bavi, David, Pablatus, Susan, Mike Medeiros. Greetings everyone. Watch out for the 10K bikes going by at 40 kilometers. I would very much like to be on one of those bikes going at that speed, Matt. Greetings Abdu, Jeanette. Good afternoon, Jeanette. Richard and everyone else, sorry if I unfortunately I wasn't getting the best speeds on my phone when I ran a speed test before I ran this, so hopefully this stream will hold up as I get deeper into the park. Bev, greetings. Sorry for the odd time of this stream. I just finished recording a video that was requested by a Patreon user that had me finishing at High Park, so I thought it might be a neat place to try to stream from. We'll do something a little different. What's up, Michael? Zach McNally. Hey Megan, how's everything in Winterpeg? I've never heard that one before. And oh look, I just celebrated my 10,000th step of the day. If you guys could let me know if the quality looks okay or if we're completely Minecrafting here, that might be handy. This helps with FOMO. I've already seen a number of people walking around picking up leaves for some reason. I don't know why people do that. I guess they're looking for the perfect red leaf. It's a windy ass day, so I do have my external microphone plugged in, just so it doesn't sound like garbage. Thank you, Pratum, and greetings in Japan. Patrice, what's up? Uncle Sam. Sorry, it's kind of hard to catch every single message that comes in. I do apologize. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I think this software I'm using kind of favors quality over smoothness. There's always going to be some kind of trade-off when you live stream. Hopefully I'll get on that Telus 5G network soon. I'm actually looking at either the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, which would be $979 Canadian, or the Google Pixel 4a 5G. One of those two phones. Should be the answer to these live streaming hiccups. Got a few viewers from Pakistan. Delish deep fried with maple syrup. Or maple leaves, maybe. I don't know how well the stream picks up on the colors. So you had your food today. I just had a Cliff Bar, so I'm good. Everyone's so concerned with my diet. I start the day off with like a super huge healthy smoothie, and then it's kind of downhill from there. It's just a matter of how much more downhill we go. Ooh, that guy's quick. Looking at an LG Velvet. I like the Velvet, John. My only issue is it doesn't have optical image stabilization on the camera. So that's one sort of premium feature they cut out. And when you record videos like I do, that's something you kind of want to have in a camera. Other than that, the LG Velvet does look kind of excellent for the value you get. So if you don't care about that, I think that would be a good phone to get. I'd rather wait for the Pixel 4a 5G. It's about the same price. Cereal, A&W, Popeyes, and the smoothies are healthy. They cancel out. Yesterday I had some A&W Mama Burgers, and I think that might be in store for today. The temperature, I think it's about 17. Alexa lied to me. She told me it was going to be 11. Your video is better than Action Kid if you know who he is. I have no idea who Action Kid is. Is he like some copycat? Do you ever make homemade food? I make craft dinner and spaghetti. Does that count? I can make a mean bowl of cereal. Yeah, the Galaxy S9 is good, but at this point, since I have this 50 gigabyte 5G plan, I might as well get a 5G phone. No worries, Bev. Have yourself a great afternoon. And holy cow, it's windy. You guys can probably see that. I think this will loop me down to the south end of the park. And then eventually I'll meet up with Grenadier Pond, and then I can walk back up the other side. So I'm kind of walking directly into the sun right now. Hey look, it's the All-Star Cafe. Get the iPhone 12. No, I will not get the iPhone 12. If you suggest that again, I will ban you from the channel. Show us your face. I guess I could do that. Just my little microphone. I clip it on the inside of my shirt just to get some extra wind protection. You should do a walking video through High Park sometime. Alex, I'm planning on that, but I'm just going to wait a few weeks because these trees are still mostly green. I think it'll be a lot nicer once they turn red and yellow. Susan dissing the Macs. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Macs. They've really kind of turned off professional users, and their desktops are abhorrent values. You'd be almost crazy not to build a PC instead of get a Mac if you're a content creator. Maybe on the laptop side, the MacBooks are still relevant, but on the desktop side, the PCs are extremely irrelevant unless money is no object. And even then, the most expensive Mac will run you about $50,000. And for well under 10, you could build a superior PC. That's enough ranting about that. Thank you, Mikuni. Looks like we have a off-leash area. You are entering the dog's off-leash area. It's really nice in there. Am I allowed to go in if I don't have a dog? Let's find out. Oh, we have a guard dog. Hey buddy, I'm coming through. Oh, what a good boy. He doesn't seem to want to go play with his friends. This is the first time I've ever recorded in an off-leash zone. If I could do my best David Attenborough impression right now, I'd be talking about this pack of stray dogs. Yeah, we will be going by a zoo at some point. I'll let this guy gather up his dogs and exit before I follow him out. That's a gaggle of puppies. Off leash means dog poo everywhere. I don't think I'm gonna commit dog theft on a live stream. That would be pretty stupid. What's up, Vlad? Go feed them to the llamas. All right, I'm gonna end this little excursion as soon as this guy gets out of the way with his pack of wolves there. Check your shoes. The shoes are good. Someone's getting paid to walk dogs. Have you been to the tennis courts? We just walked by a bunch of tennis courts. Why Canadian hate Toronto? I don't think that's true. I think in general there's always some amount of dislike to the cities that seem to get all the attention anywhere in the world. Robert, do I ever film with the GoPro? I used to, but I switched. I now use DJI products. I use the Osmo Action instead of the GoPro, and the Osmo Pocket. And for these live streams, I just use a smartphone. Here's the name of a guy that was important. Some kind of monument. Looks like the leash free zone extends all the way down here. That's kind of cool. Brad says High Park. I would imagine High Park's a safe place to live. I don't know if they have hours here or any type of curfew. Tara, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And I think I want to go right here, because if I go left, I think this will take me out to Parkside Drive. I don't think that's the direction we want to be going in. Oh, here's a... the Jamie Bell Adventure Playground is 789 meters to the left. Go straight. Brad says go straight, so I think that'll take me to Grenadier Pond. I thought the zoo was down here, right? Yeah, this will take us down to the zoo. Are we going down to the zoo? It says free admission. I haven't been here since I was a little twerp. I usually just go by Grenadier Pond whenever I come to High Park. Greetings, Azra. Nino. Guys, I completely lost my connection when I started heading down towards the zoo. I don't know what just happened. Maybe that's a coverage black hole. I don't know if that's worth trying. We can walk around the other way. Greetings, Holly. But if I drop the connection, if it stays dead for too long, it'll end the stream. So I just completed my connection as soon as I started going towards the zoo. So maybe that's not such a good idea. Can you go to the pond? Eventually we'll go to the pond. That won't be an issue. I think the zoo is going to be a problem though. It's kind of down in a bit of a pit. A coverageless pit. Hopefully the connection has recovered. What's up, Mansour? 1997. Where are the cherry blossoms? That's a good question. I haven't been here for the cherry blossoms in quite a while. I think they're actually just up ahead here. Brad is urging me to go check out the big hill. It doesn't look like they're running the fountains this year in this hedge maze. I also don't think there's supposed to be an entrance. Probably not supposed to go in here. head home. Heavy rain starting at North York. I have my umbrella with me, so little rain won't end this. Thank you, Robert. I realize at this time of day we probably won't get too many viewers onto the stream, but that's okay. Beautiful day for a walkabout, says Honey Bubs. Yeah, there's no water in Toronto parks this year, but there is water at Dundas Square. Was this the big hill you were talking about? Marcus, greetings, buddy. Jeanette, thank you, Jeanette. Super chat from Jeanette, first of the day, always appreciated. Makuni, I haven't yet. And Marcus, I just finished up a walk through the junction and down Runnymede that took me here. You might be interested to know that. So providing there's no issues with that video, that'll be hopefully uploaded to the channel for tomorrow. Should I just walk down here and head towards the pond? This is kind of one of the nicest parts in all of High Park, if you ask me. You're welcome, Marcus. Thank you for requesting that walk. Yes, yeah, I think the entire world heard that. There's a weird photo shoot. Someone's just kind of lying down. Isn't there a Japanese garden too? Perhaps one of the more local experts like Brad could answer that question. I know there's a beautiful Japanese park in Mississauga, right near the Mississauga City Center. What's up, Haunting Live podcast? Marcus! That's ridiculous. Thank you, Marcus. And you're already a Patreon Gold member, so you don't have to thank me for doing the walk that you requested as part of your membership benefits, but hey, it's appreciated. How's the winds? It's quite a windy day. Uh-oh, buffering. I don't think there's any koi ponds in High Park, are there? What's up, Sahil? This is kind of a nice view. Marcus, you little flirt. I was always under the impression that koi fish are quite vulnerable to hawks and larger birds and animals that can go in water, and also they're kind of expensive, so people will steal them. I might be wrong on that. Good afternoon, Peter Stock. I was at a hotel in Bangkok, actually, one of the few times I stayed near Sukhumvit Road, and the hotel actually had hundreds of koi pond or koi fish around the breakfast area. And here we go. A long time ago, this was actually where an ice making company was located. They used this water before the days of refrigeration to harvest ice. Thank you, Susan. I wish I could travel this year. I definitely would have brought my camera and live streaming setup with me. Brad, Korean cattle is quite expensive because they have limited resources to farm it. So when you do get Korean beef at a restaurant in Korea, you usually pay double over the imported Australian or Canadian beef. And since it's not imported, it's also fresher, so it tends to taste a little better. But beef is a huge part of their diet. Well, the water level is, I don't think I've ever seen it this high. Did you bike through there? I think about a month ago, Haunting. Don't fall into the water. Well, even if I fell into the water, it wouldn't be very deep, and my camera's waterproof. There's a nice little staircase on the side leading down to the pond. If you donated $100, would you swim in that? Yes, I would, Makuni. For $100, I would definitely swim in this. I won't commit to when I will swim in this, and I also won't promise that I'll record me swimming in it, but I will promise you that I'll swim in it for $100. Sure. Brad, I don't know about that. Korea is kind of everywhere you go in Seoul, there's barbecue, although it tends to be more like samgyeopsal style. In fact, you'd be hard pressed to find any type of street or alleyway that didn't have a samgyeopsal restaurant. Put on your Speedo and await. Why do I need a Speedo, Jim? I think we could jump in here au naturel. I wonder if we're going to see any narwhals or whales. There have been whales that have swam down the St. Lawrence River before. Creighton, speak for yourself. I think my OnlyFans members would want to see that. Just kidding. Narwhals exist. If I say something exists, it exists. Are narwhals, are they mammals like whales, or are they fish? Miguel, I remember one time there was a pretty big earthquake in the States, and we clearly felt a tremor here. Of course, it was like a 2-second shake. Johnny is just a nerdy Addison Rae. I don't know who Addison Rae is. I really don't want to leave this spot. It's so nice. Maybe we'll come back to this. Brad, this must be one of the best parts to live in the city. You have multiple subway stations. You could take, was it Keele Station, High Park Station, or Runnymede? All a very close walk to here. What's up, Ross Romes? New channel, Naked Johnny. Yeah, that might have to be a Vimeo. I don't think the YouTube gods would let me do that.
By the time we get out, we're so snacking. So that we just, you miss it. And as we go to market.
Johnny's Steaks channel. Jeanette. Thank you, Jeanette. Another super chat. Jeanette and Marcus, a couple of Patreon members who already support the channel. Hugely appreciated. Without you guys, I would probably be dipping a piece of bread into an empty jar of Tang and eating that for dinner every night. That's what Al Bundy used to call Tang wipe. Do they even make Tang anymore? I kind of feel like I was raised on that stuff. There's no way that was healthy for you. Thank you, Adriana. Ooh, here's a pretty tree. Yes, for Tang. Jim H, congratulations. Welcome. Jeanette, I don't think we have it in Canada anymore. I'm gonna have to take a look in the supermarket. I wonder what a Tang and whiskey would taste like. I've been mixing my whiskey with Tropicana. Whenever Tropicana goes on sale, I load up on the half sugar version. So I've currently got 5 bottles in my fridge right now. Greetings in Serbia. Maybe I'll have to do a Tang and A&W mukbang. But does it mix well with alcohol? Orange Tang and vodka. Next to Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is pretty hard to dethrone as the greatest drink. If aliens came down here and said, show us your greatest accomplishment, if Kool-Aid wasn't on the table, I'd be disappointed. Giant tiger has Tang. Why am I not surprised by that? Jeanette, are you just rhyming things? Sounds of the City, Popeyes is no longer in season right now. I will not be going to Popeyes. And there's a very good reason for that. The 250 Mama Burgers are just slaying everything at Popeyes, including that chicken sandwich. Sorry, Popeyes, I'll get back to it. All right, where am I going? Hopefully we maintain a connection through here. Marcus again. Thank you, Marcus. Day. Uh-oh, buffering. Let me get out of this area. And I will have the video uploaded for tomorrow morning if all goes well, Marcus. If not, I will put it on the Stumbles channel and re-record it if it failed. That's the whole point of having the Stumbles channel. Yeah, Popeyes is taking a back seat. Sorry, A&W just slayed them with that deal. Digital Grotto. I don't think they're even making anything off of that. I have a feeling there's all kinds of frogs and stuff down here. Thank you, Clarissa. You're welcome, Marcus. Makuni, that is blasphemous. I don't mind Hero. I just think it's a bit overpriced for what it is. I'd rather go to Harvey's. Seems as if we think alike, Susan. Cody, is YouTube your full-time job? Well, it's all I'm doing for now. I do have an option to return to work, but I'd rather not think about that. If you do want to ask me any personal questions along those lines, I do have communication open to Patreon members, and soon Yahoo YouTube channel members. I'm gonna maybe enable that feature tonight on the channel. The benefits will be pretty much the same as Patreon. I know some people don't want to sign up to a separate third-party website. So if you are one of those people, you'll just be able to click join from the channel page. I've been kind of lazy to get that going, to be honest. Yahoo Messenger was terrible. The only thing Yahoo is good for is fantasy sports. Should you move into the suburban or city life in Toronto? I don't know, Stephen. I can't answer that question if I don't know anything about you. But I'd like to hope you have some idea which lifestyle you'd prefer. Some kind of swampy marsh area. I think this is where the chupacabra lives, which is a native Toronto species. I think they hunt narwhals. Hippie chicks, greetings. I remember Yahoo Answers back in the day. I remember when Yahoo wasn't really a search engine, it was just a bunch of categories. And they manually added everything to their index. All right, maybe when I turn around, we'll have to head up this funky looking bridge up here. Amber, Little Portugal is a really nice area. Carlton Village, so that's around Cabbagetown, Carlton and Jarvis. I have not updated my Facebook page in about 4 years, and I don't think I will. I don't know if that's true, Makuni. I think a lot of people in the world spend all their time on social media. I kind of rolled my eyes when someone suggested I should get an Instagram account. I thought a YouTube channel would be enough. They still call the Davenport. Oh, I did not know that, Amber. North of the junction. I think Facebook being toxic is just a byproduct of their algorithm kind of favoring negativity. Twitter as well. They kind of like pitting people against each other because nothing gets engagement going, like people arguing. So I just tend to avoid that whole mess. If you can avoid that and just focus on your friends and family, I'm sure it's great. But there's an awful lot of negativity I don't like. To me, Instagram is nothing but posting a photo every few days. Miguel, I hope you can find your way to Canada. I've heard Puerto Rico is kind of a beautiful country though. Yeah, some people have suggested that I do live streaming on Twitch, but I don't see the need to leave YouTube. YouTube is already everywhere. It's on everyone's smart TV. It's on every device you own has YouTube. Plus there's always, any web browser can access it. So what's the point in segmenting my audience by using a platform other than YouTube? It's not like you can simultaneously stream these live streams in real life on both anyways. But it's called Carlton Village on Google Maps. Yeah, Amber, you'll notice a lot of areas on Google Maps is labeled differently than how people actually call it. Your audience is bigger on YouTube. Yeah, I'm just going to try to get the YouTube audience as big as possible. Even if that means using the odd controversial thumbnail. I'm surprised nobody said anything about today's thumbnail. I sent that to a few friends. I'm like, do you guys think this is too much? And they're like, nah, just use it. Even though I kind of felt it was a bit too much. But hey, it's just a random screenshot. What's up, Obaid? Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Much appreciated. Your favorite videos are the Chinatown Twilight Walks. I quite like doing that one. That was a last minute video I didn't think of or plan. I just kind of pulled that one out of thin air and it turned out to be one of my more popular videos. And there will be plenty more wintry snow-covered walks. Sounds of the city. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers do that. I don't know. I don't like to do it too often. Every once in a while when I don't have an interesting scene from the video, I might do that. Sometimes that's the hardest part of editing, is just pulling out a thumbnail. It seems silly, but you should give timestamps for your thumbnails. No, I think half the fun is letting people find them. Any big plans for Thanksgiving weekend for filming? I have no plans. I'm still undecided if I'm going to go see my mom in Niagara Falls and my brother and his family. Man, it's windy. And I still haven't gone to Chinatown to get my $12 haircut. It works. Yeah, this is not. Whoa! This is some monster wind. Go to Niagara. Yeah, I'm going to talk to my mom. I also have my birthday coming up in November. So I will either go to Niagara 100% this weekend or in early November for my birthday. And then I will pull out the camera and live stream from Niagara Falls. Hussein, $5. Thank you. Much appreciated, Hussein. Hopefully I don't get blown. Maybe I should pull out my umbrella here and see how high I can fly. Look at this. Get your hair cut, corner of Wellington and Church. Do you like riding your bike in the wind? Yeah, I do. As long as the wind is at my back. All right, there's not much point in walking that way any further. Good afternoon, Susan. Happy birthday in advance, Johnny Poppins. Niagara Falls is both in New York and Ontario. The good part is in Ontario, no offense to those in New York. That's just a function of geography. Doesn't the fur thing prevent wind sound? I actually use a microphone that I don't need to use a dead cat. Alright, so I'm going to walk along the Queensway here, and then I'll turn back up into High Park on Colborne Lodge Drive. Denise, I'm on the southern edge of High Park. High Park used to go south down to the railway tracks, which goes against the wishes of the original property owner who donated it to the city. When is your birthday? Oh, someone just tried to drop into the stream. My birthday is in November. I won't give the specific day. But maybe if I'm feeling hungry, I'll bust out a live stream sometime around my birthday. John, I don't know who that is, but perhaps I will look them up. Okay, we're going to take a detour here. If I lose connection, I will turn around. Where are we, guys? Is this where bad things happen to people who wander in the woods? Melody, that suggestion has come up many a times. I have a feeling my connection is not going to stay strong. If I see that buffer and error, I'm going to run. Please don't die. Well, I have to die sometime. Hopefully, this is not that time. Ooh, choose your own adventure. Do I go right? Or do I go left? Let's go right. And go back. The Blair Witch Project. You know what movie I thought was much better than the Blair Witch Project? Cloverfield. If you like that style of movie, but you want to watch one that's actually good. Greetings, Nikki. Oh no, I did not want to. Okay, I'm going to point the camera away. There's just a dead squirrel I'm walking right over. Hopefully, he had a nice full life and a pleasant death. Uh-oh. All right, John. Have a good day, sir. I don't know how the heck I'm going to navigate my way. I did not bring the right shoes for this. Sandra, that was you who screamed from the car? Oh man, this could be messy if I fall. All right. See, old men can walk up kind of muddy paths. The hard thing is I'm carrying this big, stupid, heavy gimbal. Da, 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 da. All right, I'm gonna have to make sure I got really sure footing going up here, because I can't exactly hold on to anything. Whoa, I'm sliding. I am sliding. Huzzah! Now these cars are going to be like, who is this idiot emerging? Whoa, my cable got snagged. And that car was kind of close. Was I stumbling? There's what I just hiked up. Everybody's stumbling, I guess. And look at this, the old Colborne Lodge. I think this is where Johnny Colborne used to live, the guy who owned this land. Yeah, I don't know what to make of the old age thing. I think once you're an adult, you're just an adult. Your age doesn't really matter. Very true, K-Flip. All right, maybe that'll be the end to the wayward adventures into the woods. Isn't High Park bigger than Central Park? No, High Park is like a third the size of Central Park. Central Park is absolutely massive. Johnny Stride's Ravine Challenge. Should I go down? Makuni, that might be an idea. I don't really plan my live streams out. But if you twist your ankle, then I twist it back. I've actually never sprained or twisted an ankle or leg. I used to be one of those indestructible kids. There's some police patrolling the High Park Children's Garden and Teaching Kitchen. Ooh. Looks like it's afternoon tea time for the Toronto Police. Very necessary that he did that. Oh, here's those staircases I wanted to climb up. Greetings, Lucas. Never broke a bone. I have broken or severely sprained every single one of my fingers, and that is it. And no, I don't have osteoporosis. I kind of want to go down these stairs, but we were just down there at the bottom of them. Do you think Americans are going to come to Canada once travel is open? I know Jeanette's going to come to Canada, right, Jeanette? But usually around election time, there will be a surge in Google searches of Americans looking northwards. And I hope that we get a nice bump in viewers. Maybe we can steal some viewers away from Action Kid at that time. So I'm kind of walking parallel to the part I was along by Grenadier Pond. Yeah, I'm gonna head back down that way. I think it's nicer. Have you tried the new Burger King or Wendy's? No, I haven't, Brad. Okay, Flip, only a select few get to live here? You mean 38 million people? Thank you, Lucas. I don't know if I teach anyone anything, but I'm glad you're learning something on Action Kids channel. Bob Loblaw says it was nicer the way I was going. Really? Is Action Kid your friend? He's my internet friend. Does that count? Is that a real friend? Take us to A&W. Well, if you don't have A&W in NYC, I'm just going to have to cross that off the list of places to go back to. No PC wood table in the chat. Hey, Nicola Spencer. Guys, I just got a PayPal from Nicola. Thank you. Much appreciated. I don't know why did the notification come in on the screen? Did I miss it? Get to the bottom and turn right. This is the direction we just came from, Bob. Blah, blah. Are you related to Sam Crenshaw? What should I grab, DQ or A&W? If your Dairy Queen has ice cream in those little plastic MLB caps, I think you go to Dairy Queen. If you do go to Dairy Queen, get like a chili dog. There's no sense in getting something that A&W does much better. But what's funny is my go-to in the main airport in Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi, is Dairy Queen. I don't know why. I'm leaving this country full of incredible food, and my last meal is always 2 hot dogs at Dairy Queen, of all places. And there's like 4 different food courts in the departure section. I always go to the same one. It's located right next to a Burger King, and I always have 2 Dairy Queen hot dogs as a way to say goodbye to the land of smiles. I think that's probably because it's the only place in that airport that isn't a huge ripoff. I think there's been some police forces going through the area. Would you want to move to NYC? I would need a reason to go there. If I was YouTubing, I think NYC is one city that has even more channels like this than Toronto, so I'd probably just stay here. I'd rather be the medium fish in the medium pond than a small fish in the big pond. Are you interested in Burma? I'd love to go to Myanmar. Jeanette, Houston's off the list. Thanks for confirming. No interest in Houston. Hopefully Austin, Texas, where Joe Rogan now films his podcast in a horribly red studio that looks like some kind of nuclear submarine. He moved to Austin from California. Big fish. I don't think I'm a big fish. I don't think there are any big fish in the Toronto walking channel scene. Maybe when we get to 50K. I think Toronto is prettier than, I think it's hard to say, Adept. I don't like judging head to head this versus that, just because everyone sees everything through a different lens. Like for my money, the best city on earth is bar none Tokyo. But the problem is, every neighborhood you go to, it's such a homogeneous city that there's not a lot of variety in the neighborhoods. You really kind of have to understand the history, because visually they're all quite similar, unless of course you talk about Akihabara and some of the more distinct neighborhoods, like the neighborhood around Ueno, or that Omato Sandu, where all the cosplay people go, Harajuku. But even though it's such a huge homogeneous city, like most Asian cities, I think Tokyo is just the bee's knees. Hey geese. Gooses. Sometimes you see swan down here. And these guys are all cheating. They're standing on rocks. They're not even swimming. Oh, this guy's swimming. They're wondering if I have any bread. Who do you think would win in a fight to the death, me or these 4 geese? I think I would win, but if they had any sense of teaming up, they would win. But they're not a pride of lions, so I don't think they work together that way. And I also don't think they attack mammals to the death. They'd be kind of surprised as to what's going on. Were there any earthquakes when you stayed in Taiwan and Japan? No, Susan, not that I was aware of. I've only been in Taiwan for less than a month in total. I've been fortunate enough to go to Tokyo more times than I can count. They do team up. 4 geese kid. Are you guys saying 4 geese are gonna beat me in a battle to the death? I don't think fighting animals is the kind of content I want to be making on YouTube. It's probably not a lot of longevity in that particular genre. Susan, you got your wish. Look who just dropped into the chat. What's up, wood table? Depends where they peck you. Lucas, don't tempt me. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. I think the trouble would be you'd have to probably snap their necks. And how do you snap the neck of a goose? I think I could probably fight like a baby giraffe to the death. But at some point, it's going to be too big. Were you the CEO of BMO? I was. What about your wish? I don't know what your wish was, Jess. Can't you get arrested? Probably, Brad. This looks like a beautiful spot, but there's a couple having a moment right there. I wonder if they know there's 212 people watching them. And a few thousand more that will watch them after the fact. Haha. Okay, Flip, that could be true. I think the NHL is talking about being fanless at the start of 2021. And they'd eventually like to, by the end of the year, have fans in the arenas. Left or right? The baby giraffe would deck you. Aw, ducks. Look at this. Oh, you've got something they want?
Yeah.
Is this a duck whisperer going on?
No. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, look, they always get so close, remember?
Peter Stock, thank you for the super chat, Peter. Hope you enjoyed that view of some ducks. I know that's what you guys tune in for. I think this is my most naturey live stream yet, by far. Maybe I'll do another stream from here once we're a little further into the fall, and I'll do it on a weekend so we can get a few more people in the chat. I am a shapeshifter, so I do have to give you visual confirmation that I'm not abusing that power every once in a while. Vera. There was a time when at the Sky Dome, not the Robbers Center, up in the hotel room, a couple was not aware that they were clearly visible to everyone else in the stadium. They were doing things they shouldn't be doing in front of 40 some odd thousand people. Apparently there's a European common reed. I don't say it like it's a bad thing, it's just a thing. If something doesn't harm anybody, it's not good or bad, it is what it is. You can do almost anything in High Park. I don't know if that's true. I can't jump over a 40-foot snail in High Park. I can't raise a family of wild Bigfoots and train them to attack John Tory. There seems to be a lot of little neat picnic spots down here you could set up. And if I want to do another trail adventure. How do you feel about turning 40 in a couple of weeks? I don't know. Every age milestone has always not been a big deal to me. The way I look at it, my brother is 3 years older than me, so as long as I'm younger than him, I won't feel old. I remember when he turned 27, I was thinking, holy shit, he's old. I was only 24, or actually 23. I probably won't feel old until I get to a point where I can no longer walk around like this all day. But I'm also banking on us having some kind of crazy leg replacement technology by then. I'll probably have super bionic legs. And this channel will be really crazy. Although you'll also be able to buy, I'm sure, invisible drones and just fly them around. So someone could easily replicate this YouTube channel with no effort into the future. But that's true of any job. Every single job is going to be destroyed by intelligence, right? Jim, I agree. K-Flip, I'll be joining that club very soon. The Afghan, what's up? How bad do I think our winter is going to be? I don't know. I hope it's particularly bad. I hope it's full of snowstorms and blizzards. And the reason for that is purely selfish. Those videos tend to do quite well. Hey look, we've got a swan. I don't know if you guys can see it. For some reason, it's not letting me zoom. But that white speck over there is a swan, believe it or not. Probably just looks like a giant pixel to you guys. Do you think streaming in the winter will be difficult? No. Only if there's connection problems. Maybe I'll do 1 hour streams instead of 2 and 3 hours. But maybe I'll just do more of them and I'll wear gloves. Really, our winters aren't that bad. There's more trails to get lost on. Mike Landry. Mike, I hope you're doing well on the East Coast, and thank you very much for the super chat, Mike Landry. Peter Stock, welcome to Patreon, Peter. It just sent me a notification. So Mike, thank you for the super chat. Peter, welcome to Patreon. Uh-oh, buffering. As a Patreon member, I will try to reply to your messages at some time within 48 hours. That's not something I can do on Instagram or other platforms all the time. I'll also drop videos that'll be exclusive to Patreon and YouTube channel members every now and then. They'll be good for 30 days. And then they'll be on either the Stumbles or, holy crap, or Johnny Stride's channel. Look at this. Melody, my work schedule is very flexible. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like Duck City, I was going to say Duck City, USA, but look at all the ducks. Greetings, Itaya. It's like duck paradise. Can you guys see all these ducks? Ooh, I think we have a wounded mallard. Hey, ducks. Mike, sorry to hear. Hopefully those 17 people will recover and isolate. And hopefully they don't have it that bad. All in there is ducks. Sorry to hear that, Peter. I think the so-called second wave is definitely upon us. They predicted in Ontario we're going to see a peak in October sometime before it dips down. It's more ducks. This might be the duck capital of Canada. If I ever have a pet duck and I want to send them free, I think this would be a good spot to let them go. Yeah, Mike, most of our cases, or at least the cases that result in death, are in old age homes. Lucas, quarantine. Is that a full 2 weeks you're in for? Yeah, I would love to have an antibody test. I wish our government would provide that to everyone. Because who knows how many people were asymptomatic and had it and no longer have it. Might be nice to know that. That might also cause a lot of people to feel like they're invincible, though, and set bad examples. So maybe that's not such a good idea. I don't know. They don't call me Dr. Johnny Strides, do they? Ooh, this guy's got a big ass camera. Six days left, Lucas. So that means you just came back to the country? Or is your quarantine because you recently recovered from the virus? I don't know exactly how that works. It's a heck of a camera.
Thank you.
It's starting to get wet through here, guys. I don't have the best footwear for this, but you can tell it was raining earlier today. I think High Park has its share of nature lovers. Ooh, that's tempting. Sorry guys, I can't help myself. If we learned anything, it's that I don't know. I heard that. Maybe I nearly died the last time I went on an adventure like this. Buffering like crazy. Maybe we'll get out of these woods. Sorry guys. I caused this buffering by wandering into this stupid place I shouldn't be. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Jeanette, that's a shame. I think if you're indoors and you don't have your mouth and nose covered and there's other people where you are, that's kind of inconsiderate. I mean, even if you don't believe in it, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do your part. It's really kind of a small sacrifice to make. Miguel, have yourself a great day. Go do whatever it is you're going to do. Someone say they saw Bigfoot. Greetings from Berlin. So I think those stunning views of Grenadier Pond are now a thing of the past. Even though I skipped the zoo, there's a surprisingly amount of places to explore in this park. I'll come back here and do another live stream, maybe towards the end of fall, so it's not so close to this one. Are you doing a video or another live stream tonight? Brad, I might test out a live stream on the Stumbles channel, but that won't be this kind of live stream. That'll be a totally different kind of live stream. Do 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 do. Watch out for ticks. There's a tick. Just confirming I'm not abusing my shape-shifting powers. Beer in hand live? I think so. I'm still out of beer. But I was thinking of doing kind of a hangout style live stream where I can play a video and put myself in the webcam in a corner and we can just kind of hang out and chat for a bit. I was curious to see how that would work. Sort of here. If you guys think that's a dumb idea, let me know, and I won't do that kind of live stream. Uh-oh. I got some buffering errors. Might be Minecrafting a bit. Telus doesn't seem to like the more remote parts of this park. Like Twitch? No, I'll do it on my Stumbles channel. But yeah, it'll be like a lot of Twitch streamers, I guess. Do eat. Ricky likes that idea. I think it's kind of, if let's say there's a really rainy day and I'm just chilling at home and I've already filmed a video and I don't feel like going out and live streaming, I think just having a little hangout like that might be cool once in a while. Look at that, years of nature carved this 90-degree waterfall right there. Lots of sluggish, sorry guys. I'm gonna head out to, so hopefully the stream quality will improve. Just a movie or show on, that's chill. I don't think I can do that on YouTube. But I can play videos that I haven't yet uploaded. Okay, so we're on the far east side of the park. Hopefully the connection has gotten better. It would be nice. Alright guys, I don't really know where I am right now. And I'm afraid that we're going to I haven't got any connection errors in a while, so I think I'm good on this street here. This street with no sidewalks. And I think I'm heading north. Sorry guys. Is the stream dying? Just hit the refresh button in your web browser. Sorry, I'm trying to climb out of High Park. Hey look, we have a sidewalk on the other side of the road. Is this a sidewalk? What is this thing? Whatever it is, I'm on it. Whew. We should be good for connection up here. Bye, Mike. Thank you for the super chat. Have a good evening, Mike. That was a few super chats we got. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening, sir. Minecraft vlog. I hope the connection's kind of normal now. Sorry guys, I just learned an area where I shouldn't wander with Telus. Something was blocking my signal. I have a feeling if I go down there, that will definitely be a recipe for losing the stream. 77, we are on Bloor Street. That is correct. And this is Niagara Falls High Park on the right. How many steps am I at? Sorry guys for the camera shaking. I'm trying to get a step count here. 17,578 steps today. There comes a mountain biker ripping through High Park. Stop into Mackenzie's and grab a pint. Ah, good old Mackenzie's. I've never been there, but I look at it every time I walk by. If you're ever wondering where High Park subway station is, she's right there. Dale, it's quite windy, but I wouldn't say I'm uncomfortable. Maybe we'll cut through the park here. Cut through the park. This whole walk has been through the park because it's kind of a nice view up here. Greetings in Berlin. And we are once again in High Park. When I initially finished the walk I recorded for Marcus, I came in through this area and I did a speed test on my phone and it was giving me terrible speeds. So I was wondering if we'd even be able to live stream from here today. So hopefully it doesn't slow down our Minecraft. Go check out that random house that no one knows what it is. Isn't that a public bathroom? Wearing shorts or pants? I am wearing what I believe is called a skirt. It's very fashionable for a 39-year-old man to wear a skirt. Uh-oh. Where are you going, buddy? I saw those ladies earlier collecting leaves. Wonder if they're eating them right now. Morgan, we are at the, or near the Bloor entrance to High Park. There's another main entrance on the east side off of Parkside Drive. Sounds of the city. Is it true that sophisticated people say autumn and the rest of us plebs say fall? Can't we just have a word battle and eliminate one of the two? Watch out for hidden poo. Oh, I think we've probably trampled through more poo than I'd like to know on this walk. And this is where I started the stream from. That bench right there. That's what cell phone are you using? Well, here's one of them. Unfortunately, this is an abomination of the human race, but I am using it to tether to my Galaxy S8 Plus. But as I mentioned earlier, I'll be getting a Galaxy S20 Fan Edition or a Pixel 4a 5G. I haven't decided which one of the two yet, but it's okay, I got time. Neither are available in Canada, so it don't really matter at this point. Do you often full circle your streams? No, I don't. I usually walk a stupidly far length. British and American English? You mean English and American English? Or what the schools abroad call international English versus American English. Although they use a lot of slang in the UK that we don't use in Canada, we tend to use American slang, so we're kind of a hybrid of the two. Get the S20 Fan Edition. I would like the Fan Edition, but the problem is it doesn't have a headphone jack. How do you not have a 3.5mm headphone jack? All my good lab mics are 3.5. I don't really want to have a stupid dongle hanging out of my phone. It's one more thing to weigh down the gimbal and rebalance. I'm pretty against phones that don't have headphone jacks. Yes, it might be irrational, but it's also logical at the same time. Walk down Oakmont. I think we're just going to head down to Kiel on Bloor. Do you pre-plan your walks? I don't pre-plan the live streams. I know. How about Xperia? The Xperia 1 too has a phenomenal camera and a headphone jack and a huge battery. I think it just might be on the expensive side. Apparently there's another new Xperia planned for December already, and they haven't even released the 1.2 yet. You're mad the Note 20 5G cost, it doesn't even have a dongle in the dock. So yeah, they want you to buy Bluetooth, which Bluetooth is garbage for recording audio. Really, I just need a 5G phone along with a headphone jack. The problem with the Pixel 4a 5G is you can't shoot 4K 60 out of the box. There's a third-party app called Filmic that usually allows you to do 4K 60 on phones that don't support it, but then you got to pay for an extra app, and you have to wait for the app to be updated to support the phone. Haunting Live, thank you for the super chat, Haunting Live. I often see you hanging out in the streams, much appreciated. Cops, what did you do, Johnny? Did you not see what I did in the woods there, Jess? Back in High Park? Someone must have seen that and called the police. Oops. There's a look at High Park. How about the LG V50 or LG V60? Both are 5G. Morgan, aren't those both well over $1,000? I kind of liked the LG Velvet, but it doesn't have optical image stabilization. I feel like there's a channel called Camera Conspiracies where it's based in Toronto and the guy is kind of looking for his perfect camera. I feel like I need to start a channel like that for the perfect smartphone. All I want, it doesn't even have to be super fast. It just needs to be 5G, capable of 4K 60, good low light performance, and optical image stabilization, and a big battery so I can stream a long time. And that phone does not, and under $1,000. And have a headphone jack. That phone doesn't exist. Oh God, some crap just blew into my eye. Tony! Hello, Artist Row. Welcome to near the end of my High Park streamy vlog thing. Whatever you want to call it. What time is it? It's 4:13. Troy Donaldson, it doesn't eliminate Pixel 4a's or LG phones or Sony Xperias. CJ versus AJ. It's called the Motorola Z4 with 2 battery moto mods. I'll have to look into that, artist. Another requirement of my perfect phone is it has to support all of the bands offered by Telus and Freedom. So that eliminates all of those phones you see on Amazon that look too good to be true and they're cheap and they have great reviews. Well, usually they're international versions that support like half of the bands. CJ versus AJ, probably at some point when I'm allowed to travel to New York. I think the Z Fold is a bit excessive as a streaming phone. So I'm kind of excited for the Osmo Pocket 2, which will be coming out soon. And hopefully a DJI Action 2. and then I gotta buy a new phone, and then I gotta buy an e-bike for winter. So there'll be a significant round of hardware upgrades for this channel this winter. All right, now for some reason I'm walking east on Bloor through Bloor Court Village. I don't know how this ended up. I think I was just running away from some of the bad connections in High Park. What's the cheapest e-bike that is reliable? I think it's called the NCM Prague. It would be $11.79 Canadian, or for a little more you could get it through Amazon. It generally has really good reviews. I haven't seen one cheaper than that that looks decent. Peter Stock, the S20 does have an adapter for the headphone jack, but I don't like that because it weighs it down a bit on the gimbal. And the other thing is, what if I'm doing a long stream and I want to charge it and use the headphone jack? Then I have to buy a super huge dongle that allows me to charge and plug in. I just think it's a stupid solution. There really has to be a headphone jack on my next phone. The more I talk about it, the more I'm convinced that's a necessity. Vera, have a nice day. Favorite book, Vera, is called Apathy. Since you asked. What's up, Sean Murphy? So we're now heading east on Bloor towards Dufferin Street. What's the best budget phone under 500? That's a hard question. Probably, if you want something more officially, I would say the Pixel 4a. But if you want to go really budget, look at the Motorola, is it the G8 or the G Power? The only problem is that won't support all your bands, but if you're not live streaming, it probably doesn't matter. Jack H, I use my phone. If I stream from the GoPro, I can't see the live chat. And it's still stupidly windy. Digi. I bought an Digi once, and true story, within 1 hour of opening up the Digi, it was already back in its box with its return label to Amazon. Do not buy an Digi phone, folks. It was a hot pile of garbage. I'm pretty sure they pay off people. They send smaller YouTubers that phone for free in exchange for getting a positive review, because that's the only way anyone gave any of those phones a positive review. And if you look, it's all really small YouTubers, so I think that was their marketing plan. Did I say Dufferin Street? I meant Dundas West. So I have come full circle. I started my day at Dundas West Station, and I walked north up through the junction, over to Runnymede, south to Bloor, and then I walked over to High Park and all around that. And now we are back to Dundas Street West. Well, Jim says Digi works. Mine froze every time I switched the front and rear camera. It also had the opposite of image stabilization. It just made video look super, super jerky. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna kill this stream. So far, how many steps at Dundas West Station? We are at, someone's asking me about steps. I don't know if you, 19,426. 27 calories burned, and my heart rate is dropping, but it was 113. So if I turn south here, this will take me through Roncesvalles. Good night, 77 Driss. The Power A3. Jim knows his digi phones. 4:20, eh? I picked a good time to flash the time. All right, we are thank you, Media Monitor. We're heading back to where my walking adventure began today. Thank you to everybody who super chatted and everyone else who just participated in the chat. It was a very civil, enjoyable afternoon for me. Thank you, Peter Stock, for signing up to Patreon. I think I'll enable the YouTube memberships tonight as well. So if you don't want to sign up through a third-party site, you can sign up directly through YouTube. YouTube will take a 30% cut though, but hey, that's just life. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Zach. All right, I'm gonna squirt around the corner here. Thank you, Alex. Sounds of the city. I'm gonna sit down here and unpack all my stuff. %. Thank you, Lucas. Ah, sitting down feels so good. I just did 20,000 steps almost consecutively. Thank you again, everyone. There's a beautiful view at the worst rated apartment building in all of Toronto. If you're bored, just look up the Crosswinds reviews. If you're thinking of moving to Toronto, just move anywhere but there. And if you do live there, I'm sorry. I hope you like it. All right, Froke, Richard. We're gonna end this one just shy of 2 hours. Womp womp. That's too bad. All right, guys. Have yourselves a great afternoon.